Someone stands outside your house at midnight singing a Christmas song, you'd probably assume they leave eventually. But what if they don't? My husband left town 3 days before Christmas. Work emergency. That's what he said. He promised he'd be back in a week. I told him I'd be fine, and honestly, at first, I was. All our neighbors had already left for the holidays. The street was completely empty. No cars, no lights, just snow. That night, the snowfall was heavy enough to mute every sound, the kind of silence that feels unnatural. I was in the kitchen, making dinner when I heard it. At first, I thought it was the TV, but the TV was off. The sound was coming from outside. I walked to the window and looked across the street. A man was standing there, wearing a Santa Claus outfit, not moving, just standing perfectly still, facing my house and singing. I felt embarrassed for staring, so I waved. He didn't wave back. He didn't smile. He didn't react at all. His eyes were locked on mine, and that singing never stopped. That's when I felt it, that cold, sinking feeling in my stomach. I closed the curtain, locked the door, and told myself it was probably some drunk guy or a prank. After a while, the singing stopped. For almost an hour, everything was silent again. I turned on the movie and tried to relax, but that's when I heard the footsteps, crunching slowly through the snow. I muted the TV and listened. The footsteps stopped. Then, the singing started again, closer, much closer. I looked outside. He was no longer across the street. He was standing at the edge of my front yard. This time, I noticed something strange. His mouth barely moved, but the song continued anyway. I locked every door and turned off the lights. Then I went upstairs and sat on my bed holding my phone. An hour passed, maybe more. I checked the upstairs window. There was no one there, no footprints, no shadow, just a sound. It felt like it was coming from everywhere. Then the door handle downstairs moved, slowly, carefully, as if whoever was touching it knew the door was locked. The singing changed. It sounded broken, raspy, like the voice didn't belong to a living person anymore. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely call 911. The police arrived about 10 minutes later. They searched the yard, the street, behind the house. There was no footprints in the snow. None. They told me it was probably my imagination. Then they left. The house went quiet again. I sat on my bed, trying to slow my breathing. But that's when I heard it. This time, it wasn't coming from outside. It was coming from inside the house, and it was getting closer and closer.